Looks like everyone's ready. All right. On your mark, get set. Tyler, begin. Dan, begin. Anne, begin.
Well, it's interesting, right off the bat, Tyler goes for the fill-in-a-blank clue, which is another example of Merl pulling his punches for the A finalists, giving them something like that they can fill in. Because it's so easy, blank problem in 4 letters.
Right, but then you have to create the sentence.
Exactly.
And what first comes to your mind. And I know this, we have 2 different kinds of solvers up here. I mean, we've got Tyler, who is known as a kind of emotional guy. And then we have Steely Dan over there.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
No, I just want to make sure he doesn't use that number. You know. Could have been worse.
Well, you have noticed that Dan and Feyer anagrams to deny fear.
Deny, there you go.
And I'd like to point out Tyler Hinman, with the addition of maybe an extra L, anagrams to anal try him, as in test him. And Erdmann anagrams, again, with a little liberty to damn near N, and as everyone knows, N is a nickname for Ellen Ripstein, the previous female winner. So it's all there in the letters. Al Sanders anagrams to nerds, alas. And thank God Stella Zawistowski was not in the final. Because alto waltzes kiwis doesn't mean anything. Francis Haney anagrams to in chains Feyer, spelled wrong, but very close.
Looking at Dan's board, I mean, it seems like he's following, the number 5 puzzle, the ant. The tunnels going on down there, whereas Tyler's working on his blocks. He's finished that lower right-hand corner, and Anne is going hell-bent for leather on the bottom part of her grid.
She's got
bottom up.
She's got Andorra without anything but 1960s sitcom mother.
Exactly.
That's a clue designed to foil Tyler completely. I also want to point out that 37 across here, the trinitrotoluene in the previous puzzle, is clued as Cape Town to Durban direction, and Anne actually lived in Cape Town, I believe, so she should have no trouble filling that in.
Isn't it interesting how the clues differ? The TNT to,
exactly.
Directional.
Well, 60 down is a great example of the difference between the three kinds of puzzles. C is very direct. It's made in the States, and the answer is AMER for American. In the B puzzle, which is more ambiguous, it reads Western Hemisphere abbreviation. And then in the A puzzle, which is Illen, or cruel, I would say Illen. We're not cruel. Illen is great. It's great. 60 down is like French's mustard, ironically, abbreviation.
Right. Well, my favorite is still. I'm still in love with Merl's clue 8 down, particularly in the A puzzle, because for the B and C, I mean, at least you get some kind of clue. This one, it's, did you know that C.S. Lewis died on the same day?
Stan Newman knew that.
I know that. I learn something new every day. And right now, about every 2 seconds, I'm learning something new.
Anne and Tyler both have one of the other great clues in this puzzle, 64 across. The answer is Stamp Act, and the clue is cause of colonial unrest, which I'm waiting for someone to fill ant in at the end of the word.
Right.
Stamp ants.
Of course, a word that sends you one into the dictionary, 67 across by 2 for 8. It's a little like wording. What was the clue of one of the other puzzles?
Wordiness, the word prolixity.
Wordiness.
Yes.
Right. Looks like Tyler has been very, very, very systematic
Just
in the
working
way
from
that he's
bottom right.
solving.
He's still not sure about harasser. I'm a harasser. I saw her face. And yes, Tyler has an error in 40 across, which should be TV execs. He's got ad execs. I actually think the B clue for this is the most vicious of the 3. Workers at Black Rock, for example.
Right.
I had to look it up. Black Rock is a nickname for the CBS building. As Stan knows it, of course.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. Well, of course you would know that.
I knew that.
It's nothing to do with Rockefeller Center. It's because it's a big black rock building. The A clue for that one is, where are we at? 40 across, right?
Programming pros.
Yeah.
Programming pros.
There's also a hidden message in this puzzle. I don't know if anybody else noticed, but if you have a 34 down, then you are a 12 down, and you can shout 25 across.
Very nice.
You have an aha moment that you are the alpha geek, and you can shout, I won.
Well, that is an aha.
That is an aha
That's an
moment.
aha moment, absolutely. But nobody's there yet.
No, Tyler seems very stalled in the middle of the puzzle right now.
Right.
Maybe ad execs has given
But it's
him
interesting,
trouble.
we won't give up. We won't go up to another part of the grid. Just try something else. He's just sticking with the place where he is up. Whereas Liane is just
Plowing
plowing
ahead.
away.
He's like Doug Hoyleman was known as the Iceman, and
Right.
Dan is like the Iceman, except he's proof of global warming. And he mispronounces his last name, as we all know. It should be Feyer.
The Energizer solver. It looks like Anne's puzzle is going to meet in the middle. It's like,
It's a little eHarmony puzzle.
it is. She's right from the top, right?
Yep.
Bottom left.
She's also stuck with harasser, which is a pretty alien clue here, too. It's repeat offender.
Could be Anne.
Could be almost anything. You really want it to start with R-E.
Well, that's
and
the
it doesn't.
point, isn't it? I mean, with every clue in a crossword, an answer will come to your mind, and you immediately have to stop and think of 3 more that might fit.
Just like Dr. Phil.
Just like Dr. Phil.
Except Dr. Phil erases the whole board.
He's
Dan is
Dr.
about
Phil.
to finish the upper left. He's very
Very deliberate.
close.
Very deliberate.
Brutal one across clue, often adversarial advertiser,
Right.
ending with AC. No idea what that is
Although in
without
the
a
B
political.
puzzle, that was an attack ad funder. In the A puzzle, the clue is actually fundraising organization resulting from the Citizens United. It really gives you quite a bit of history.
Exactly.
You never knew what super attack meant. Now you know.
And you do. But we're not going to be political.
We're not going to be political.
He's got the end of 2 Samuel, doesn't know what to do with it. There he goes.
Yeah.
He's going to put Uriah back.
And,
He's
almost
got
done.
the wonderful 15 across blue warfare.
Come on,
And
in for the finish.
it looks good. He's checking armed. He didn't make the rhyme of mistake R-I-N-E, which you don't get the Italian clue in the A puzzle. Tyler is very close behind, working his way backwards into the upper left.
And Merl is filling up that straight diagonal.
And he's,
But Dan, look how deliberate he is. He's checking.
he really doesn't want to make a mistake. Which is
a
Right, both Anne and Dan came in here with a mistake. Okay.
Oh!
Tyler's got the upper left.
I don't know.
At 60, it's hard to see because Tyler's standing right in front, but at 62 across, he's got a wrong answer. He's got usurer instead of lender for person of interest, question mark.
But that is going to mess up others.
He's going to figure it out once he starts working out some of the down ones. Like 33 down, Buck Owens' song about a kiss with a mustache. It tickles. A big hit back in the 1950s.
Do you remember?
He's just cleared it off. And it looks like he's filling it in.
Still looks like he's got some lines there. I can't see it through his t-shirt. I love it still.
And Anne, still working, she's got the upper left. She's got ordainer, which is another difficult clue, priest at times. And I expect Tyler will take time to check. He knows that Dan is done, so he just wants to make sure he's not going to make a mistake in this.
Yeah.
And not sure about the one with anger management issues. There she goes, the Hulk.
I think she was so worried about her time.
Good.
Just
Keep taking pictures. Just keep taking them. You can stand. You can get close. All right.
Contestants are not talking about how they reach their answers. What they try.
I kept a little pocket thesaurus right here.
The pocket thesaurus on your arm, can you turn that in, please, Tyler?
All right, the results in third place with one letter wrong because it is missing at 16 across is Ann Erdmann. In second place, perfect in 10 minutes and 52 seconds, is Tyler Hinman. And our winner, perfect in 7 minutes and 47 seconds, is Dan Feyer.